4 News at 10.
Super Bowl Sunday is one of the busiest days of the year for sports betting in the United States.
It comes as Illinois and Iowa are seeing their gaming numbers explode. Illinois set a record in November with almost $500 million wagered. That is the 4th highest of any state in the country. Illinois sportsbooks profited $41 million, while the state of Illinois generated about $6 million in tax revenue.
Iowa saw more than $87 million wagered in the same month. That brought in more than $500,000 to the state in taxes. Both states also passed more laws to make sports gambling more accessible. Local 4's Eric Zizich investigates the financial and psychological impacts of the industry in this special report.
Super Sunday can be just as much of an adrenaline rush for fans wagering their money as it is for the players on the field.
They're expecting over $4 billion in bets this year on the Super Bowl. So it's going to be a big one. But the Super Bowl is also one of the top 5 dates of the year for people to relapse after a period of sobriety.
Dr. Ted Bender with Unity Point Health in Illinois recognizes for most, sports gambling is a simple hobby, but for some, it turns into a full-fledged addiction.
The overwhelming majority of people that bet on football or sports or fantasy football leagues, is so common. The overwhelming majority of people don't get into problematic gambling territory by doing that kind of stuff. But there's a subset of the population where their first bet or their first fantasy football league or whatever leads them down a road towards problematic gambling.
With more bets on platforms like DraftKings and FanDuel comes more opportunity for people to go down that slippery slope. I contacted the Iowa Racing and Gaming Commission about the growing numbers. They tell me this fiscal year in Iowa is on pace to almost triple the money wagered from the year before. 71% of those dollars are from online betting, and a new state law now allows someone to start a sports betting account online without first going to the casino. A prevention supervisor with the Substance Abuse Services Center says it's giving people more accessibility.
It's at your fingertips, whether it's on your laptop, your tablet, or your smartphone. It's right there. And so I can pick it up and do it while I'm bored at work, or I can pick it up and do it before I go to bed at night.
Mary Boots and others encouraging gamblers to maintain proper boundaries.
Making sure we're not using it as a coping skill. So not using it when we're having a really hard day or having a stressful week, that I'm gonna pull out my phone and play some games or hit the casino for a little while.
If you find yourself experiencing some of these symptoms, you're starting to bet your mortgage or your car payments, and you're hiding things from your family, lying to your spouse, or causing problems in your relationship, like any addictive disorder, the earlier you catch it, the better.
Eric Zizich, Local 4 News.
And experts say there are 2 million people that would meet the criteria for severe gambling problems. Another 4 to 6 million people would qualify as mild to moderate.